Hey, I want to make this brief. I've tried it twice. It's gone over half an hour each time, and I know you're not here for that. Most of you know that I was furloughed when the pandemic first started going. Most of you also know that 5 days before I was supposed to go back to work, I was informed I no longer had a position. I ended up fighting it out with Human Resources because I was still officially furloughed, so I wasn't eligible for a transfer. And they changed my status in the computer, and they made me eligible for transfer. One of the jobs I applied for was exactly what I'd been doing before, and actually on a little bit of a higher level. And this department was so just amazed that they had somebody who knew the systems, who knew what to do, who knew how to process things. I don't doubt now that God had his hands all over that, although at the time I was like, So yeah, I ended up with the position, and they have set me up to work at home. I have an incredibly beautiful setup. It's a very, very professional, and I'm so incredibly thankful for it. During the time I was furloughed, I took a lot of time because I thought I was going to be employed. And while most people were scrambling around, updating their resumes, turning in things, interviewing, whatnot, I thought I had a job to go back to. So I was taking that time to kind of do some soul searching and reading a lot of different things, and finding myself, educating myself about things that I was not aware of, and doing what I like to call weeding out my soul, like letting go of some things that I had been carrying for a while, refreshing my favorite verses, and just rereading some things that maybe I had lost sight of. And I felt good. I felt like, wow, I've got this fresh, shiny, bright new outlook, this soul that's like, ready to be fed. During this time, I also was doing what I jokingly at first, and then seriously, I called it a virus vlog, and little snippets like every couple days of just what I was going through, what I was working on, just how I was feeling and whatnot. Remember, this whole time I'm thinking I still have a job. I'm sure they would have been very, very different had I been looking. But I go back and I look at those now, and some of them are funny and some of them are painful. I actually filmed after I found out I'd been laid off, when I was in the midst of an anxiety attack, and that one's cringe. That one's really difficult for me to watch, but I watch it because I can look back now and see how blessed I was, how everything worked out. This is how it was supposed to be from the beginning, right? So, I've started the new position. It's been a little bit, and things I think are going well. So I want to now jump to about 3 days ago. I'm not going to cry. I am part of a group chat that I've been a part of for 3 years. It's a group of women, and all of somewhat similar ages, and you could not imagine a more diverse group. And how we all became friends is a long story, but the chat isn't always active, but when one of us is going through something, we can put it out there and be lifted up. And in this chat a few days ago, a link was forwarded, and it directed us to the video of the 3 trans women being chased down the street, screaming, yelling, begging for their lives, being beaten by 6 men. Bystanders did not intervene. They did not even call out. They did nothing except pull out their phones and film. In this chat group, I have one, and it could be more, and they just haven't disclosed, one member in this group who is LGBTQ+. She expressed in this chat that she was frustrated, that this was not getting mainstream media coverage, that this was not being talked about, it was not being brought to people's attention. There were no celebrities really speaking out about it, as some other events that have occurred lately. And she said, you know, she just really felt helpless, and she felt like she didn't know what to do. And as we're doing this and we're all chiming in, and it's probably the most active the chat has been in over a year, I also happen to know that this person is a part of several other chat groups that I'm not a part of, and, you know, wouldn't presume to be. But the fact that she didn't feel safe expressing things, and she did not have a safe place to go to, hurt me. It hurt me on a friendship level. It hurt me on just a basic human level. So at that time, I chose to post a symbol on my personal Instagram, my private Instagram, that meant I was an ally to this group. And yes, the LGBTQ+ group. And that's the symbol right there. Black and white stripes in the back indicate I am a straight person. The rainbow indicates LGBTQ+, and the A stands for ally. And the Merriam-Webster dictionary defines ally as this: a supporter of a marginalized group. Period. I am a supporter of a marginalized group. This would stand for LGBTQ+. This would stand for unwed mothers. This would stand for people who have been convicted of crimes. This would stand for people of color. The thing that has bothered me from this the most is that other people assumed, because they saw that symbol, that it meant something else. The caption beneath that symbol read, "If you have to ask, comma, then you'll know." And I actually did have people reach out to me and say, what is this? And I explained it. So rather than assume what I had posted meant I was 100% on board with anything that the LGBTQ+ community stood for, these people asked me, what is this? What does this stand for? And I was able to explain what that symbol is. Because some people chose not to ask me. They assumed. They assumed what that symbol meant, and they assumed what being an ally meant. I would ask those people to please look up ally in the dictionary. It doesn't mean I have to support an action. It means I support the person. I don't think you get much more marginalized than being thrown to the pavement and beaten within an inch of your life, all while screaming for help and all while seeing people standing around you, filming you. What hurt probably even more than that was the fact that I posted this on my personal private Instagram. I approve the people who follow me on there. And I'm a little bit more selective about that, only because I post a little bit more private stuff there. I have a public one where I post like fun memories and my planner spreads and things like that. I am 100% aware of the fact that anything you post is open to the public. There's nothing on that Instagram, that private one, that I wouldn't share publicly. I just like to have certain things only known to the people that are closer to me. Somebody in that group chose to screenshot my post and forward it to my church. And I was asked to explain it, which was fine. To me, I looked at it as a way to educate, as a way to explain what I believed an ally was and is. Where my pain and anger is the fact that this person felt that they needed to do that in the first place. I've always felt that I have presented myself as a good person, as a faith-filled and faithful person. I've taught the middle school ministry, Sunday school, for 10 years. And the one thing that I say over and over and over again is the best way to witness is through your actions. You say to somebody, what do you know about God, or do you believe in Jesus? And boom, they shut down. But if you are behaving in an above board way, and you are doing good things, and you are living a life like God asks us to, people are going to look at you and be like, wow, they've really got something going on. What's going on in their life? They might even ask you. And apparently, this person didn't think I was doing that. This person thought that I had somehow changed all of my faith and all of my thinking and all of my beliefs. And become a different person. The other side of that is I have not lived my life in the way that I thought I was. I was not living to be a witness. This person has known me for almost 15 years. And you guys, I'm gutted. I'm gutted because I got called on the carpet over trying to do the same thing that Jesus would do. And I don't know how to go on. I don't know how to move forward. I don't know how to get over this. So yeah, I think the beginning for me is stepping away from social media, for sure. Just stepping back in general. I don't know what that means for me in the long run, but right now it's stepping back, stepping away, pulling back a little bit, and figuring out my priorities and figuring out 13 years of my life dedicated to a ministry that I love and adore. And if I counted up all of the hours, time, and money I'd spent, it was another full-time job for sure. But I guess it wasn't what I thought it was. I wasn't what I thought it was. So yeah, I'm going to go off grid for a little bit, and I just wanted to put that out there and let everyone know what was going on. I'll leave the posts up. I'm going to post on Facebook and Instagram when I upload this, and then I'll shut down after a couple days. But I do just want to say, I stand by that post. I stand by that image. I will always support a marginalized group. Been there, done that. I feel a little bit like a dork saying this right now, but I always, in my videos with please be kind to one another. Feels a little hypocritical right now, but what are you gonna do, right? So that's that. I guess I will see you when I do. Thanks for watching this.